share something with you. That might put me in a very negative light, yeah.
Relationships are not my forte.
See if someone grabbed up my wife or something, completely different ballgame.
I'll walk away from it, and this has been like a therapy session.
This is Joe Pugh for IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast, here at Glazier's Hall with Sam Jones, here with Troy Williamson today after that press out. And I know what you're going to say, so just let's get it out of the way now.
The hairspray. Tell me how much you use and be honest.
Realistically, probably like a quarter of a spray.
Again, at least half a tin. I've never seen like hair like that.
Just got to keep it slick, ain't it?
I want to spin the camera around and just show people that barnet, but no.
No, we'll leave that for another one. We'll move on then. Right, let's get to the press conference then. Started off very respectful, and I thought it could be one of those ones where it don't really set light, but then as the presser went on, there was a little bit of needle, a bit of banter between yourself and Calla.
Yeah, listen, I don't know whether there's banter. I believe in what I say. I believe Troy's going to win the fight, but I do genuinely respect Josh. I respect Adam Boo. He's a great trainer. Josh has had such high expectations of when he turned pro, and he's not hit the heights yet, but that's because, I mean, he's been in one meaningful fight in his career, and he came up short. Listen, he came up short. You heard him speaking about the troubles he had, and it's not nice to hear from anybody, and I hope he's, like, fully refreshed now and 100%, because he's going to need to be against Troy Williamson, that's for certain.
Look, and Josh Kelly said up there that the one that lost on his record, Avanesian, he's now got that Terence Crawford fight, it looks like. So,
well
kind of.
As well, by the way, there's a lot of bullshit talking about Avanesian. The only reason why boxing fans are saying, "Oh, why is he fighting Avanesian?" is because when you're promised a fucking fillet steak and you get delivered a chewy rump steak, you're going to get pissed off. Not saying he's a chewy rump steak, but I'm saying that it's not what they're promised. On any other normal day, Avanesian against Crawford is a great fight, and Avanesian deserves his big payday and deserves his big night. I expect Crawford to win that fight, going off subject, but I expect Crawford to win quite comfortably, but Avanesian deserves his moment. He's done everything asked of him, fights everybody, give him his moment, give him his payday, he deserves it.
So how do you see this fight going then? Because Josh Kelly was saying he's been in with him, he knows the difference in the skill, but Williamson did look bigger than Josh up there. Do you think that could play part in the fight?
Josh was a big welterweight. I know he's struggling at the weight for a long time, so this is more Josh's natural weight. But look, it's like if you go into war and you have the choice to take one of the two, I'm taking Troy. Do you know what I mean? That's how fight. Josh is probably he's technically what he is. He's technically the better boxer. But Troy's tried and tested. He's been on the floor. He's been hurt. Been through adversity. He's come out the other side and won. Josh has had one meaningful fight. It didn't go his way, so he can't be judged on one loss. But I think he will be judged on this fight. I believe the more pressure is on Josh going into this fight than there is on Troy.
And surely, for the winner of this fight, really big things can happen moving forward. We don't know what Charlo's going to do after the Tim Tszyu fight. It may move up. Those belts may become fragmented, and then you're getting a good role in the governing bodies. Yeah,
for sure. I would like to see Troy, when he wins this fight, I would like to see him go more the traditional route, go the European route, do the European, and then go into world. Because I think a lot of people think, you win a British title, you go straight into a world title fight. It's not the same. There's a huge gap in class. So I'd like to see Troy go the traditional route, beat Josh Kelly, and then fight for something like a European title, have a couple of fights at that level, then try it out at world level.
Exposure-wise, it must be great for Troy as well. Channel 5, live on Channel 5. I think it could be England playing on that day. It's either the second or third, depending where they place in the group. Hopefully we get through, but massive sporting weekend, obviously with Fury fight the day after as well.
Listen, it's going to be a great, a big week. England, Fury, Chisora. It's going to be a big sporting week, and I think Troy's going to get a lot of eyeballs on him. And listen, he deserves it. He never turns down a fight. He's so easy to work with, because if you offer him a fight, he'll take it.
Just a quick word on that Fury Chisora fight then. I know you've given your opinions on it before, but just a quick word.
Just listen, I hope Derek's getting paid a fortune. I hope it's a great event. I hope it sells out and people have a wonderful night. I'm not really excited about it because I've watched the previous two fights. I was there ringside for the last time they boxed, and it was just one-sided. So you can't really get excited about it, but It is what it is. What it is. I hope Derek's getting a fortune.
Derek Chisora is a top 10, 15, heavyweight, whatever way you look at it. Is it a case of, again, being promised that fillet steak, as you say, because the AJ fight was so prominent?
This is what I mean. Like, from a boxing fan's perspective, you when you're thinking, oh, Joshua Fury, it's going to happen. It really looks as though it's going to happen this time. And you then ended up with Tyson Fury against Derek Chisora 3. It's like a bit of a kick in the balls for fans, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Derek is a legitimate, even though Frank got a bit of stick for running down the box rate, but it's true. Derek is a top 10 heavyweight. So you kind of think, why fly somebody else in when you can just give it Derek Chisora? So that's what Tyson wanted to do. It's his mate. They can say they're not, but they are. They're very good pals, and Tyson's giving his mate a payday. Fair fucks to them. Hope it's a great event.
Another Pro Bellum event, Sonny Edwards back in Sheffield after a couple of fights out in Dubai. Yeah. Good to get back to his hometown. Well, he's not from Sheffield, but he trains there, and he's kind of adopted Sheffield, isn't he? Yeah,
he's lived there. He's lived there for years, hasn't he, Sonny? So we're giving him a bit of a homecoming there. He's got a very tough fight on his hands with Alvarado. It's a very, very tough fight, but people think this, Sonny, because he's so good, he's almost too good for his own good, because people think, it's an easy fight. It's not an easy fight. It's a very, very tough fight. He's there on merit challenging Sonny for the title, but all being that, Sonny comes through that title, comes through that fight, and then there's a huge fight, hopefully with someone like Bam Rodriguez, or if Martinez decides he wants to finally fight Sonny, we can get that fight on.
Do you feel for Sonny now, because he's made some routine defences and he wants them massive unification fights, doesn't he? I
don't feel sorry for him, because he's going to get what he deserves. He fights everyone, and as I say, the more Sonny Edwards type of fighters there are in this sport, the better the sport would be, because Sonny legitimately wants to fight the best, because he believes he's number one. I believe he's number one. I think he can go up a weight and be the best in that division as well. So let's just see. But hopefully he comes through this fight, looks really good, and then he can have a super fight against Bam.
Fantastic fight as well on the undercard with Shabazz Massoud versus Jake Basin. And as well, you've got the Ali Tazeem trophy on it, so if you just want to go into that.
Yeah, it's a fantastic fight. Like this fight, these fights don't usually happen. They're hard to make. Both fighters could have gone in different directions, but they both chose to fight each other, which is hats off to both of them. And yeah, it's for the Ali Tazeem trophy. I mean, Ali lost his life earlier on this year. It's very personal to me, so I'm really happy that Pro Bellum have backed it, and they're going to put the Ali Tazeem Memorial Trophy on the line, and we're going to do it every single year.
With that, then, going forward with this trophy, is it a case of choosing a fight where it's two great British prospects going forward? It's kind of a crossroads fight for them now, and the winner can really move on to put themselves in the forefront of top prospects in British boxing.
Yeah, for sure. It's like a breakout fight, that type of thing. It's going to be like handpicked, and I just think, what better way to kick it off than a fight like that?
Excellent. Sam Jones, thank you very much for speaking to IFL today, and I'll speak to you again soon. Hopefully, we'll
go easy on the hairspray, and we'll speak to you soon.
Cheers, Sam. Cheers.
I'm going to share something with you. That might put me in a very negative light, yeah.
Relationships are not my forte.
See if someone grabbed up my wife and saying, completely different ballgame.
I'll walk away from it, and this has been like a therapy session.